All right, Illenium. We've been teasing this for like 30 minutes.
Ooh, this is nice.
Learning how to live is like a call in the mind.
Very nice vocal performance.
Find something you can hold.
Yeah, I remember this. Very great vocal performance.
Find somewhere you can come home.
Very Illenium. You can hear right away it's him. All right, drop one. Let's see what's up. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Very full sound overall. Again, I wish there was just a little bit more impact there. But like, I think it kind of matches the vibe that the track's going for, right? It's more of like a softer kind of tune, right? So
I wish it was a little bit more. That's it.
yeah, just a little bit more impact. But overall, I like the overall the idea is pretty good. Very great vocal performance. That's so good. All right, drop two. Let's see what's up. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of wish it did a little bit more in terms of creativity and whatnot, but sound design and production quality is top notch. Kind of like this more like stripped down portion of the song. Just lets the vocals play out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Good shit.
Vocals are really
Vocals are a highlight. And like the really grand first production behind them. Alright, please, different third drop. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Take out? Alright. Yeah, it's not bad, man. Great fucking outro section. A little bit of an orchestral vibe there. All right. All that really matters. You want to give your thoughts first?
Yeah, I'll give my thoughts first.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
it reminds me of the same level as "Don't Let Me Let Go." I think it's like really good. I like the vocals. It was really nice, like emotional, into it. But then after, like the drop was pretty good. I'd say it's like a nice like summer vibe, kind of like I'd say like something that I'd listen to like by myself. Like, but nothing that I would go like super hard to. It's nothing like
more of like a chiller sort of sound, right?
missing. Like I was wishing it was a little bit more like
just a little bit more sort of going on.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I wish that like I think the vibe the track went for was like really well. I think the verse production being kind of more like orchestral, working with the vocals, kind of added this like unique sort of feel to it. Vocal performance was really great. But yeah, I think the drop quality was obviously on par for Illenium. You know, he's really great at making these like super full sounding drops that just fill the entire sound spectrum. But I feel like it could have benefited from maybe just like a little bit more, you know. It just felt like, you know, some percussion and some saws and whatnot, right? But overall, I think definitely better for Illenium than we can generally come to expect with a lot of some of the other stuff he's done. Because like he's he's dove a lot into like this the poppier style sound, right? So like it's kind of nice to see him go back to something like this, right? Something that you'd see on more of like you know, like the older kind of sound that that he would do back in like 2018 and stuff like that. But I feel like he's kind of adding like a modern style twist of what he wants to do. You know, he's adding a lot more rock vocals and different vocalists, right? And he's branching out from just doing the typical, you know, like really pretty sounding female vocals. So I dig it, man. I dig it. The verses really make it special for me though, because like
I agree.
I think if it wasn't for the really great verses, I think it would be on par with like "Don't Let Me Let Go."
Like the
where it's
vocals?
just the vocals
really
and the verses and whatnot, top notch stuff.
I love the vocals.
But I think that it would be very on par with "Don't Let Me Let Go," and the idea that it could just, I want a little bit more out of it, right? Where it's just like you want like one more element in the drop to kind of spin things up a little bit, right? But overall, I'd say that was a pretty good listen and definitely a good stretch for Illenium here in 2022 for sure. But what would you give it out of 10?
I'd say the vocals were big. Like, what did I give the other one?
Griffin, you gave a 7.
No, did I ever give Don't Let Me Let Go?
What would you give Don't Let Me Let Go?
I'd say a 6.5 because of the drop. But I think the vocals here are much better, so I'd say like a 7.25.
7.25.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think I probably would have given it about. I think at 7.5. Like that's like for me, it's like the perfect like. It's a really nice sounding song, but it doesn't do like anything spectacular. It's like 7.5 is what I give every song that sounds like that.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's true.
So would you give it a
7.25?
7.25. Okay, I'll give it 7.5 divided by 7.25. Was it 7.
It's like 7.33. It's so dumb.
Okay, so all that really matters gets a 7.333 repeating from me. So,
really, the last two, like the Illenium.
Raiden says it's an 8.
It would have been an 8 if the drop was just a little more going on. Like I love Illenium.
It would have been an 8 plus if he switched up one of the drops.
I would,
for sure. I think it could have benefited from like a Without Me Illenium remix style thing where it's like drops 1 and 2. You know, he kind of goes for that vibe, and then like he kind of felt like he was gonna switch it up there for the third.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought he was, but
I thought he was too.
That's another thing. These 3 straight drops are the same.
I know. Like that's the thing is like with how overplayed the melodic sound is lately in the scene, it's like you kind of want something a little bit different, right? And like a lot of artists are starting to do that, right? It shows for sure. But so when you see an artist do 3 drops that are the same, it can kind of feel a little overdone. But full sound and overall really great quality. So it's hard to complain. But yeah, I just wish it had a little bit more variety in the drops and a little bit more risk, I guess, is what I'd say for sure.